Hey everyone, welcome back to Colourful Indian. I'm so excited because today we're going to be exploring a brand new brand and a brand new palette. Can't wait to get into this, but before we do, my name is Serita. I like to do makeup tutorials, reviews, swatches, mental health and lifestyle videos. I also do Ipsy and BoxyCharm unboxings, and if you're interested in all of that, then you can hit the subscribe button. And if you find this video helpful, then let me know in the comments below because, I love hearing from you. So without further ado, we're going to be getting into this gorgeous Mirage Alter Ego palette. So this was sent to me and I'm really excited to play with this. Now, usually I do not enjoy neutral palettes, but I have seen really amazing reviews of this and I cannot wait to actually try this. And if this actually performs as well as I think it's going to perform, then this actually may end up becoming like one of my favorite palettes ever. But just look at it. Let's just marvel in the beauty that is this palette first, because this looks absolutely incredible. So the Mirage palette is an 18 color pressed powder palette. The Mirage Alter Ego palette has a mixture of powder eyeshadows as well as some cream ones, and you can definitely see the cream ones in the pan as well. So yeah, we're going to be creating a couple of looks with this, and yeah, let's get right into this. I'm pretty excited. So before we begin, I just wanted to state that Alter Ego also sent me an eyeshadow base. I'm pretty excited to try this out because usually I have my own bases that I use. If you check out my other videos, you'll probably see me using this, which is the NYX Multitasking Medium. I use that for practically every single thing, but we're going to be trying something new. So let's see how this works. I'll give you my honest feedback. Yeah, so you can see what that looks like. And it looks like it's, like a kind of white colored base. So I always use castor oil on my eyes before I start any look as a way of just protecting and moisturizing the skin. So I'm just going to dab some and I'm going to use my fingers and just kind of go in. So you can see what it's kind of very light, this base. So I don't feel like I need the coverage anyway, so at least you know what you're getting if you get this base. It kind of, I wonder if this is just a little bit tinted, white, but it's not fully white. Okay, so at least, yeah, you can kind of see there's a little base going on there. I think the shade Endless, which is that one over there. The pans for this are smaller from what I'm looking and seeing. Okay, so we're gonna do two looks. I'm gonna do a different look on this eye, and this is Endless, and this is really pigmented. So this kind of reminds me already in some ways of like the Juvia's Place formula, because I use my neutral palettes actually from Juvia's Place, and it's so pigmented and so easy to just get any color that you want onto your eye with that palette. So anything that's good, it always reminds me of that, but this is working pretty well so far. I'm going to go in with a lighter tone for the inner corner over here, and then we'll just put one shimmer over there. So I'm going to go in with the shade Wander, which kind of looks like that, and I'm just going to stamp it. It's very pigmented, and I'm going to be honest, there's not a ton of like powder coming when I actually dip my brush in here, so I kind of like that for this one. Okay, let's go in for two other mattes for the next one. I'm gonna go in with the shade Bush. And it's gonna be on this side over here. So I'm just putting Bush here. This is a very nice warm brown, which I really like. I think that I'll go in for the shade Clay, which is a very light toned shade, but I'm just gonna stamp it here in the inner corner. I hope that you can kind of see what Clay looks like. It's a very light shade, but I like it because I feel like it would be so nice to just blend that on the skin. I kind of like the way the base is working too. The base seems really nice. I'm gonna go and just correct the shape a bit to match that eye, and then we're going to go in with two shimmers. And I want to go in with the shimmers. I actually went in again with some of the Alter Ego base, so there's actually a layer of that here, and I want to see how that does with the shimmers because like I said, I usually use a different base. So I'm going to just go in with, this is hard picking what shades to go in with. Okay, I'm going to go in with Conquer. Conquer is kind of like a very purpley brown shade, but I really like it. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness, I'm in love with this shade. It goes so well with the deeper tones in the palette. It's beautiful. Honestly, the formula of these eyeshadows is very impressive, and I'm really loving the way that they're working, which is a bit strange because, you know, I'm not a neutral person. Okay, I'm gonna go in for their next one. I'm gonna go in for, I think, Heat. Yeah, let's go in for Heat because it looks like that, and it looks like a kind of nice bronze shade, so I'm going for that for the inner corner of my eye. That is one eye done. Wow, it's very pretty. So this could be like a night, like a date night look. Okay, I'm gonna try Carrot. Okay, so this Carrot formula seems very creamy and smooth. I'm gonna take that and just apply it here. Oh yeah, it's so smooth. I like that. Wow, it's such a nice formula. It feels kind of different, you know, from like other formulas that I've tried. It's like, it's smooth, but at the same time it's kind of dry. Like that's the feeling that I'm getting. I'm reaching for Cleopatra, which is a duller gold, and we're gonna put that in the inner corner right here. And I'm just stamping it into that crease and attaching it to the other shade. So there is a tiny bit of fallout happening, but it's not significant enough for me to be unhappy with this. And yeah, this is the first two looks. Hey friends, this is the finished look. So I just went in with my Yansa Beauty foundation, which is the same one that I use for everything. It's in tan neutral. And then I just went over my lips with a shade from Black Opal. I really like the shade. It's called Fondue. It's a high shine lip gloss, and I'm just showing you the labels so that you can get this if you ever have an interest in it. So we've used 8 shades in the palette total, and this is an 18 shade palette, so we can kind of play around a bit more with it. I kind of want to see how the other shades will work, but I kind of get a general feel of, you know, what the palette is like. So these shimmers seem to be really beautiful. Like, I'm just blown away by the formula of them. It's not like a normal shimmer. And when I say that, I mean they're kind of like harder, but the only ones I think that had a bit more texture to me were Carrot when I was picking it up with my, you know, with my brush. And I'm just looking up the palette right now. Even the color Heat, which is, you know, that one over there, that was not as textured. This one was though, Carrot, that one right over there. It was definitely more textured. And then I had used this one as well, which, you know, was not really as textured as Carrot, but I kind of really like it. And let me just get to that base. Holy crap, this base is amazing. Absolutely love it. I think I may actually end up just switching to this eyeshadow base. I mean, if it works with all my other eyeshadows too, I kind of want to test this out now with like a lot of other eyeshadows, but I'm really happy with it and very impressed. I think that this looks really good. It's so pigmented. There was no creasing. It was so blendable. I really love it. I think that it's fantastic. So I'm pretty excited. Let's just go and check out a few more colors, you know, see how that goes, because there are like these two cream eyeshadows here, and look at that pigmentation. Isn't that incredible? It's so deep. Like, I'm kind of wondering if I could use that black as an eyeliner as well, because it kind of reminds me of you know, like eyeliners that I like to use, very deep, very pigmented. So I'm actually very keen to try those out. So yeah, let's go in and try more shades. Hey, welcome back. Okay, so I'm going in with one of the cream eyeshadows now. So I think I'm gonna use my finger to do this. It's so freaking pigmented. I'm gonna just add that here at the side. And I think on the other end we can do the black one. But this is so pigmented, and this is just like with one tap, just one press of my finger into the palette, and this is what I get. Wow. Alter Ego is really impressing me at this moment. I'm really impressed. Okay, going in with the black on this side. Look at that. Wow, it becomes so, it disperses so well. So these are the shades Dusk and Crypt on the other side. But I just feel like the way that they work, it's working really well. Okay, let's go in with some other shades. So I'm going to try shades that I haven't used yet. So I'm going to go in with Stone for this side. I'm just going to tap a wee bit of Stone here. So it's kind of like a, oh, it's like a gray kind of brown. It's like a cool toned brown. Okay, and I'm just putting, just kind of going over that. You can see what this looks like. It's also kind of, it's just blending in really well. Oh, it actually kind of looks like the same look on both sides, but it's not, okay? I'm using different shades. But I guess on a base, on a deeper base, yeah, I can understand that looking similar. So this is Nirvana, as you can probably see. Seriously, this looks like the same thing on both sides. Okay, let's go in with Stone again here. Stone has a little bit of sparkle to it. Okay, now I can kind of see a difference because this is a lot deeper than that side. But if you can't see like a serious difference in the colors, I am sorry. I'm just trying to showcase the shades as best as possible. Okay, let's go in for some other shades. We've tried Clay, we've tried Wonder. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the last two mattes. So we've got Dunes and we've got Arid. So I'm taking Dunes and I'm just gonna stamp it here. And I did go in with that eyeshadow base that Alter Ego had sent over. I really like the shade Dunes. I feel like it matches my skin tone so well. So I don't have to work too hard to kind of get it neat. You know, you can see what that's looking like over there. And I'm going to use Arid on the other side. This is not necessarily how I would, you know, use these shades. I'm just kind of trying to finish using everything up so that we can have a feel of what the palette's like, but I really like the formula so far. So yeah, you can kind of see what that looks like. Again, if you want the truest color, you will have to go in with another white base. Here, this is Odyssey, and we're going in with Odyssey right here. This is quite fascinating, this brown. I like this brown a lot. It's very pretty. Okay, so I guess that is Odyssey. It's picking up pretty easily on my brush, and it's easy to get onto my lid as well. Very pigmented, as you can probably see. I don't think I've ever tried a formula like this before, so I'm very intrigued by it. And we've got Pyramid and we've got Sirocco. So Sirocco is, it's kind of got this clear thing in the middle. Not really sure what that's about. I don't understand it, but okay, we're going in with that, and we're gonna put some of that right here. It's a creamy shade over here. I'm just putting it here. I'm wondering if that should have been like the inner corner shade actually. Yeah, you can see what this looks like. We only have one more shade to try out, and that would be Pyramid. Pyramid is a very, very yellow kind of gold, and I think maybe I should have actually gone in with Pyramid in the middle here, but it's fine. Oh my goodness, Pyramid is absolutely, look at that. That looks really, really gorgeous. So I'm just connecting.
I'm sorry.
I'm connecting this with this. One moment. I do apologize. My husband came in and wanted me to taste something that he had just cooked, and he was really excited about that. And it tasted really nice. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, so we've already connected those two shades. It looks really nice. I'm pretty happy with that look. So now I need to add one more shade here. I'm just going to go in with one that I already used. I think we will go in with Cleopatra. Because, I mean, I put Heat. I think I put Heat here, right, the last time. So I think, yeah, let's just go in for Cleopatra. Color combinations I would probably not do otherwise. Here we go. Alright, and I'm just blending these two together. Yeah. So this is probably going to be it. For me, the most important thing when I do my inner eye is that the color should be a bit lighter, because then it makes your eyes just pop and it makes them look bigger. So yeah, we basically tried out every single shade in the palette at this point. I'm going to go finish up my look, and I'll be right back. Then I'll give you my thoughts on the palette. So yeah, give me a minute. Hey everyone, this is the finished look. Okay, so you can see what the shades look like on my eyes. I'm just going to bring you closer. You can see how they're functioning. Honestly, I'm really impressed. So I have never tried Alter Ego before. This is my first time trying out the brand, and the formula is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. The mattes are so blendable, so perfect. Honestly, like I really couldn't believe how good this was, and I think that base is even more incredible. I think there was someone who was asking me like what base I use on my eyes. So I just wanted to let you know that I really highly recommend trying out Alter Ego, because there was no creasing, none whatsoever. It is just, it was incredible, and I like the fact that there's like a little bit of a white tint that comes through, but it's not overpowering to the point where your skin turns white. And I just felt like it was so easy using this as a base to get everything on your eye and to just stay there. So I really think it's been formulated so well. And the shimmers, they kind of have this creamy consistency thing going on, and when you put them on your eyes, they just stay. Like, it's kind of like magic. I'm so happy with the way that all of this has worked. So we have actually completed using every single shade in here. So this is what my palette looks like, at the end. You can see that, we've touched every single shade. I genuinely enjoyed the formula of the Mirage Alter Ego palette, and I can honestly say that, I was looking for a new nude palette to really love and appreciate, because the one that I've been using this entire time has actually been Juvia's Place, and I've been using the Nubian one. This is basically my nude go-to palette whenever I need to just, go into any shade, and you can see what this looks like. It is very used. And I have used that since 2015 and I never really thought to update my nude palettes, because like I said, I'm not really a nude person, but I really think that this palette is much better, and I just like the variation of mattes and shimmers. It's just so beautiful together. The formula is fantastic. I really like the fact that there was zero creasing. Even now I'm just looking at my eyes and I'm not really seeing any of it. So I'm very happy with the pigmentation, the way that those shades have worked. I like the color story as well. I have an appreciation for this because I think it is absolutely beautiful. Those cream eyeshadows in there are fantastic. I actually am very keen to try this out as eyeliner at some point. Couldn't do it in this video because I'm really short on time, and I'm just trying to get all of the colors in every single palette that I have right now tested and ready to go onto my YouTube. But yeah, this is my final decision about the palette. I think it's fantastic. I think that anyone who wants to try out Mirage, please do. The prices are very affordable, and I do know that the pans are generally smaller than like the standard eyeshadow size, but I think it's kind of worth it because they're just really good and it works fantastically. I think that they last long. You can definitely come up with a lot of beautiful nude looks there. You don't have to do what I did. I was only doing this because I just wanted to test out all the shades so that you could see what you're getting if you purchase the palette, but I would actually do very different looks if I could. Like, I'm really into the golds, and I would love to try out those golds, more, and just kind of play around with them and see how those turn out. I would highly recommend going in with 2 coats of this Alter Ego eyeshadow base, like one for the mattes, and then when you're going in with the shimmers, reapply the base onto the parts that you're going to put the shimmers on. It's going to make your look just stay perfect in that way, because I just think that the base, the eyeshadow base is a win, a total win for me. And so is the palette. I absolutely love the palette. I actually want to try out more Alter Ego palettes because I think that this is fantastic. I never have tried the brand until now, like I said before, and they've won me over. I really am interested in the brand and I want to see more from Alter Ego now. I think this is affordable and it's really nice if you're looking for just a good collection of neutral shades and you want something pretty. And I like the packaging as well. I think the packaging is absolutely beautiful. You get a box with it, so this is not a slide-in cover, it's an actual box. You just need to put your palette in here, and I just like the packaging. I like the color story. I like the formula of this. It's very good. So my recommendation is, if you are looking for a really beautiful nude palette, I think that this by Alter Ego is a win, and I do recommend it because I actually really like it. So yes, thank you to Alter Ego for sending this over to me. Let me know if you have questions about the palette. I'll do my best to answer them, but for now I'm saying yes, I like the palette, and I think that if you try it, you're going to be really happy with the formula. The mattes are very blendable. The shimmers, you have some texture for some of the for some of the shades in there. You've got just hard formulas for some of the others, but they all are very pigmented. It is easy to get the shades onto your eyes, and I would highly recommend using a brush like this always for shimmers. Any palette, any formula, always use this kind of brush. Slightly rounded, a bit poofy, but not too poofy, and it's a little bit flat. That's the best kind of brush that you should be using for your shimmers, and that's exactly what I use for this. So yeah, very happy. And before we go, my makeup details are essentially this eyeliner over here from Temu. It cost me 72 cents. I kind of just went in and gave myself some wings just to kind of make it a bit more different. I went in with another black opal lippy. This one is Uptown Brown High Shine Lip Gloss. As you can probably see, I love the shade. It's a really beautiful deep brown. It's one of my favorites. And for my face, I went in with my Woosh Beauty palette, which is this over here, because I just wanted less shine. And I also went over my face with the Yensa foundation. So I have a code for this as well. So if you ever want to pick that up, you can use it and you can get this. But yeah, that's basically it. And I hope you had fun doing this review with me. I will see you soon for another makeup video. Lots of love to you. And you know, if you want to see more makeup videos, go and check out my indie brand playlist. This whole channel is dedicated mostly to makeup. So you can go and check out everything you want to see. So yeah, I'll catch you soon for another video. Have a wonderful week. Bye.